Anyway, it's Saturday, June 3rd, 3:58 a.m. I'm still trying to work towards progression. And this is what happened. So, I have one bottle of ice in the freezer that, allow to sit out and thaw and drink water from it and add water to it because I feel like I'm dying of thirst, right? And so, of course, I move my chair so it's closer to my workstation, so everything is close by. And then I think I'm doing good. I'm like, okay, I found something in the background to listen to while I work. It's Tim Chantarangsu, which used to be Timothy De La Ghetto, if you remember. And it's a podcast where he's talking about how his movie almost ruins friendship. So I have something to watch. I have my chair fixed comfortably. I have my water's coming, right? And this is all part of, if I was going through my clutter-free workouts, this is part of the activities that I would take towards planning, which is important. So I probably should get back to the workouts, right? And so I push the chair in. I think everything's good. I go, do a brief spot check of the chair to make sure there's no buzz or anything. So when I go to sit, there's a bug crawling on my shoulder and I flick it. And then when I look up, I start to see, and I don't know why it's like they come when I start to work on something. Like I said, it's like before that, I didn't see anything except the spider. It started with the lizard and the spider. And then I started to try to work on stuff. Then the bugs come out of nowhere, right? So now I'm going to try again, you know, and I think I may have to go back to the workouts. But the basic, steps of them is what I'm really just doing. And that's normally in the planning section are the things that I just did because I need the water. I need to make sure my chair is good. I need to make sure my workstation's set up, right? But this is how it is. It's almost like a horror movie. It really is a horror movie. And then, like I said before, I was just like, well, if I make sure that everything is clean, then it won't make sure it's not part of me. But then, like I said, then the situation happened where it's so ironic how everything happens. The trees got cut down. And so I didn't have, the privacy shield for people walking across the yard. So then I had to makeshift a makeshift gate. And so then I was just like, okay, I had to use the shelves. So I had to take everything that was on the shelves and toss them. So whereas I had good progress, oh my God, these bugs. So now I just saw another bug trying to crawl towards the shirt. It crawled around the corner, and then when I moved the shirt, it literally jumped like 2 feet. The bug jumped 2 feet from the chair trying to jump on the desk. It's crazy. But anyhow, so not the chair, but the shelf to the desk. But yeah, so anyhow, I ended up having to use the shelves, and to make it quick because I didn't want that to remain open like that, I had to dump all the stuff on the shelves on the floor. And even though they were in so it's just it always seems like, and my daddy used to say this all the time, so I'm living my daddy's life. you move you move a step forward or 2 steps forward, you move 5 steps back. So it's like that's literally how my life is. I move 2 steps forward and I end up 5 steps back. So even though I'm moving slowly towards trying to progress and get where I'm going, I'll take a couple steps that move in the right direction forward, and then something happens to not only pull me back, but it pulls me back below where I was before. So it's almost like I'm never going to get to where I'm going. And then in the process of that, I have so many freaking interruptions and so many distractions that happen. And the thing that seems so weird to me about all of this, okay, and now I do have a fly swatter, and I should have another one. I don't know. I should have 4 of them. I don't know. The majority of them broken. This one is broken too, and that's why I kind of gave up on it. I taped it together and everything, but I'm so done right now. Oh my gosh. Mm, mm, mm. But I'm gonna start trying to use it again, anyways. But yeah, and so now I'm realizing as I'm talking, going through this, that now my throat is parched again, and I'm going to talk through my whole day because my day, like I said, oh, oh my God. So I pick up the water pitcher to pour water into my bottle that has ice in it. And out of the corner of my eye, as I'm pouring, I see a bug. It's on the base of the pitcher. And so, and yeah. So now I have water. Let me take a sip. Oh my God, I needed that so bad. Oh, I needed it so bad. Then I saw another bug. I wanted to go swat it, but it's almost like it sees me and then it runs around the corner. And that's an empty water bottle that I need to fill. And the shelf, because that would normally be part of my planning, is for me to make sure the shelves are clear. Is full of seasonings, which always happens, and different things that I use as makeshift oven mat mitts. And because I had to move the chair to get the fly swatter, now it's like, see, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. So because I had to move the chair to get the fly swatter, and it's not a rolly chair, it's not a chair meant to be rolled back and forth, it's a little small mini recliner. Now I have to get up again and push the chair in so that I'm close to my workstation. So it's like I never even did all of that. Now I have to start all over from that point. Yeah, my life is like it's really it's like Little Shop. It's like a horror. It's literally a horror movie, but it's like the worst kind of horror movie because it's not like a. It's not. I'm not gonna say the worst kind because it's a different kind of horror movie. It's a horror movie that's kind of based on like really feasible, plausible reality things. It's not anything where you'd be like, ooh, but it's a horror movie in itself. Like when you saw, and now that I'm glad that I moved it because now I see a bed bug. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. And so I'm gonna check everything real good. Damn. Okay. And since I'm up, and I went to check everything real good, my elbow hit something on this table and it fell. So I might as well go ahead and clean it, which was part of my planning anyway. With If I was going through my workouts, it would have been part of my planning anyhow. And this is why it's important. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the condiments off of this counter and put them in the area that they belong, back here on this back bar. Oh my gosh. My life is it's so weird. All right, so let's keep on with this counter. Okay, and then we have dirty clothes. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get more toilet paper soon. So that'll be all right. So dirty clothes. What else do we got? Oh my gosh. My makeshift oven mitts. Damn, what is this on my Okay. All right. I'm upset. All right. So then more condiments. This is like really so many condiments. More condiments. That's what the whole counter was full of. And then when I went to go do my jacuzzi thing, I went into the back. I did reset the power thing, by the way. Oh, and speaking of power, I need to go check and see about if my electric bill is due. I'm sure it is. I'm sure everything is due right now. Um, but and this, I really just want to get this employment thing out of the way. All right, so now I have trash. Where's my trash can? My trash can is in the kitchen. So I just need to really just take the trash out and stop playing. Okay, so kind of okay with this now. At least all the condiments are gone. I really hope to get this employment thing out off of my plate. I don't like this. And the thing about it is that regarding the employment thing, and I was pretty okay with how I was doing it. I know that there's going to be a situation. Like at this point, I know there's always going to be a situation, right? So, so I need to make sure that I'm documenting as I go along. Like every day, do not stop. Journal about it every day so that I don't have to go back. And for this situation, it was pretty good because there is kind of a paper trail. There's emails, um, there, there's emails and text messages, voice messages, and I did okay with it. but it's still work and it's still taxing because when you compile everything, it has to be in a way that kind of makes sense. And for me, it's just really too long, and then my emotions get involved in it because I'll hit, and that's why I try to jot down notes on the side because I'll hit a point and then everything that goes with that point hits me, and then the feelings come that came with it, and then past experiences that I had that align with that point. So it's just so much. Um, and it's traumatizing. And then trying to stay positive, with it. And what you guys are seeing, like some guy was just like, "That's you on the profile." Yeah, it's me. It's me trying to encourage myself. You know what I'm saying? And people don't like to see the ugly. And I think about how, like, I'm cleaning my ears. Is what's happening. And I think about how, and drinking some more water because I'm super thirsty all the time. Oh my god! And then I need to fill the water pitcher up again. So you see how it seems like it's almost never ending? Like it's just back and forth, never ending. But anyways, that's how it feels, you know. Is it true? I don't know, but that's exactly how it feels. And since now I'm doing this and now I'm in the kitchen, I'm turning the light on, I'm gonna see bugs again. It's gonna make me want to scream. Okay. I don't see it as bad as I did before, but yeah, now I see them. And it's always the crock pot, like, oh my God, the Instapot or whatever. All right, so more water because I need to. And this pitcher I have to fill up at least 3 times, at least. So it'll be like 3 to 4 times before I can actually take a break of filling up, waiting for it to percolate, then filling up a container, and then going back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and work on the trash because it needs to be worked on. So, but yeah, like I said, when I went to go do the makeshift jacuzzi and prepare myself for my bubble bath, I took a big bag out of the back because I didn't want to stay back there too long because I'm scared to be back there because the rat and shit. But all right, so let me find. Oh, it's so disturbing. Okay, so um, let me see. Let me see if I can find a huge trash bag, and I think I brought one out here. Um, at least I'm hoping that's what this is. All right, so all right, I think this is the trash bag. Let me look and see. Is it the trash bag? No, it's not the trash bag. I'm glad I looked. Oh, I'm so annoyed. All right. I'm annoyed real bad. And see, this is where I need the chores. Would that have come next? Oh my God, I'm so upset. It would have came after I took care of my hygiene. So I guess I should just go through the circuit like I normally would go through it because that's what I'm doing anyway. Because every time I sit down, I get another distraction where I have to take care of that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take care of the trash right now. Let's just go get a big trash bag. And the thing that's distracting is as I go there, like I said, there's this huge bag full of like inflatables that I have, like sitting on the floor. Um, and it actually needs to go outside. And I need to have a big yard so I can get rid of this shit. But okay, so I moved the inflatables bag out of the way. It was somewhere it didn't need to be. Now I'm grabbing a huge trash bag, which I should have more than enough because I think I went overboard in purchasing the. Oh, what did I just trip over? Garden shears. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. So I have this huge trash bag, and where's my grabber? It smells weird in here. Like, all right. So we're gonna pick up. I'm so done with everything right now. I'm done. I don't know why my life is like this. My life should, a single person, a single middle aged female with no kids, no drug addictions, no promiscuity, you know, that doesn't necessarily care. Um, I shouldn't have any problems, you know. My life should be so easy that it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why I have all these issues. Like, employment should be nothing, but what I'm realizing is that it doesn't matter how simple or basic. It's not a job issue with me. It's an issue of people not liking me, you know. Or I don't know what this issue was at the last thing, but once I share it with you guys, you know, it's just something weird. And people be dishonest. Just tell me what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. But anyhow, oh God. Mm-mm. And then I have like tons of Q-tips where, you know, I think I'm cleaning my ears out of habit. And then because the trash can is not it's in the kitchen, I don't have the mini where is my mini trash can? That's a good question. I don't even know. I have my medium sized trash can, but I don't know where my mini trash can is. I suspect that I took the trash out and left it outside. So what ends up happening is that you end up with Q-tips and tissues on a side table, which of course is not where they belong. Okay, how do I feel about trash? Okay. Okay. I think I'm at a good good point here. We're all and then I had where the trash can was back here and like napkins and stuff fell on the floor. Okay, fine. Fine. All right. Is this good enough for me? I think so. Okay, I'm at a good stopping point. Good stopping point is where I am. Kind of. Every time I say that, I see something else that needs attention. That's my life, y'all. That's my life. It's so weird. And I hope I don't break this trash picker because I don't have I can't wherewithal to replace it right now. The wherewithal mentally, you know, because then I'll start thinking about everything else I have to do, and I don't have time to go walk and get another trash picker. I want to get this employment thing out of the way. I'm so disgusted. Like I thought I was putting all this trash into the trash bag, but it looks like it's sitting on the fucking side. I'm losing it. I I can't. And why is it doing that? Because there was a piece of tape that I put in the trash bag, and that piece of tape is actually, oh my god, holding the trash bag closed to a certain extent, so the stuff is not really going in there. I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed right now. Okay, let's make sure that we dig deep and get it in there. Okay, it's in. Great. Great. And then I find another piece of trash as soon as I think I'm done. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Is it in there? It's in there. Damn, every time I turn around. Okay, so I'm good with this for right now. All right, fine. I'm all right with this right now. Now there's other stuff I might as well because you know, that's why I have the clutter free list so I could go in order because all that stuff is going to come up anyways and it's going to be a distraction. So let's take care of it right the freak now. Let's take care of it now. Get it out the way. Oh my god. Oh shit! I forgot about the front table. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Oh, I'm not allowed to use that word. Not allowed to use that word. All right, so now let's look at there's napkins on the front table. Let me grab those. I don't even know how my eyes didn't see the front table being it's right in front of me, and that's my freaking workstation. That is, we got to find another word for that. That is very unfocused and unobservant of me. that's what that's what I will say about myself on that. Okay, here we go. Throwing away tissues. Ah. And this is stressful. And the reason that it's stressful, and sometimes we like to think of what other people see as stressful. It's stressful because it's annoying and it's irritating. And I have something else that I wish that I could get done. But then I have all these distractions around me. Like, it's just, and I can't use the other word I wanted to use. All these distractions around me. It's just very unsettling. We'll say it that way. Okay. And then every time I think I'm done, I find something else. It's like never end. It feels like it's never ending. It has to end at some point, even if I just have to say, "Yo, I'm at a stopping point." And then I'm thinking that I'm throwing the trash in a trash bag, and then when I look, I find that there's a piece of trash outside of the fucking trash bag, and I'm not allowed to curse either. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. Okay. All right. And we have to use another. We can't use any more negative words. Annoyed, we can't use that. I am so unsettled. And see, and then those words would be bad words too. So I have to just let myself describe it. But I need to change my thinking because I don't like when I talk like that. But all right. So, all right. Am I at a stopping point yet? Am I? All right. Am I at a stopping point where I could at least get back to focus? And see, that's the thing though. When you start the cleaning up process, then you don't want to stop. And then if you do stop because you're like, yo, I need to just move on to the next thing. If you do stop, then the situation is that you start to get distracted because you see, how much better it would be if it wasn't. I just need to get this. I hate. And then the thing that concerns me about the employment thing is that once I get this one out of the way, there has to be another one to come. I just want to stop the employment process altogether because I'm at this point, you know, I can't. There's some people, and I've heard of this, where there's some people that can only work part time, and I think it's because I never really asked the question because I never thought that would be my. Damn! Look at this shit. Oh, so I have what the hell. So the rice cooker, the empty rice cooker, because the pot is in the fridge, right? And I haven't cooked any new rice in probably a week or two because I've been eating off of my big Instant Pot of chili. I'm so done. I'm like, this makes me feel dizzy and I feel like I'm about to pass out. So I go to, yesterday I made some cookies. I don't have any more parchment paper. So, and cookies are so easy to make, you guys. Just a stick of butter. I use powdered sugar. Stick of butter, a cup of powdered sugar, which I just dump it in there and kind of eyeball it. And then, you know, maybe a cup or two of flour. And I eyeball that too. I usually just grab like 3 handfuls of flour and just, go for it. But you guys, oh my gosh. So I was using the air fryer to make my cookies. And this time the dough, I didn't let the dough sit in the fridge for a little bit before I started actually making the cookies. I don't even see, I'm in the middle of telling the story and I don't even feel like finishing it because I'm exhausted now. And so everything is kind of okay. The only other situation is like under the desk, I have like a spare keyboard, I have a remote control. I have random shit under there that I want to pick up, but I don't want to pick up at the same time because then it's like a whole I'm full-fledged cleaning up. And right now, that's not what I want to do. I want to get this shit over with. But maybe the environment is what's distressing me as well. Um, it's like a cat. Ah! And now what just happened? Okay, so I picked up all the coupons and I have them lying on the side counter. I decided to turn on the fan. The fan starts to blow the coupons everywhere, right? Then before that, I was talking about the rice cooker. So what I was doing with it was I was grabbing it to, okay, so I got to finish the story about the cookie batter. So I put the cookies in the air fryer. And I didn't put the parchment paper on it. Usually it holds up pretty good because the dough is under there. You just end up with cookies with the bottom with little ridges, right? But I'm exhausted now. That exhausted me. And I'm not exhausted because it was really physical. It's a combination of me moving around and holding my breath because I'm angry or stressed out while I'm doing it, and then kind of being out of breath. And it's like I'm dizzy, probably because I'm halfway holding my breath. Like right now, let me breathe. You realize that you're not really breathing. Oh my gosh. And now I'm exhausted because I wasn't breathing. And I'm holding my breath while I'm talking. Can you talk when you talk? Do you breathe when you talk? That's a good question. Do you breathe when you're talking? I'm exhausted. It's like too much. I haven't even done anything. And I'm already exhausted because of all of that. But anyways, back to the cookie dough. So yeah, usually it's just serrated on the bottom. And this is where everything is just horrifying. And because I didn't let the dough sit, it was a little less thick. And so I guess some of the cookie dough batter fell through the holes in the bottom. And then when I took it out to cool, and I was so mad because it took half of my cookie dough, and those cookies are delicious, by the way. And I'm so exhausted. And then I set them to cool on top of the rice cooker. But you know, as I was grabbing the cookies when they cooled to eat them, the bits from the bottom fell into the rice cooker. So I went to pull the rice cooker to dump it, but the cord was under the fan. And so when I moved it, it tilted the fan. The fan pushed there's an empty like container that I used to put like flour or, stuff, rice and stuff like that in. It fell and hit the floor. So that was it's like, oh, the way that I feel with all this stuff like this, if you've ever seen those commercials in the 80s where this woman had really, and this time it wasn't because of allergies, but the the activity in the commercial does match what's going on here. So the girl has real bad allergies. So she's trying to play tennis, and every time she tries to play, the allergies take over. It's almost like every time I try to do something, something else happens, and it's like you exhaust yourself. You haven't done accomplished what you're trying to accomplish, but you exhaust yourself from trying to, because there's so many things that intervene in the middle of it. And the other thought that just came to mind is that I could be really crazy, and I say this because and I could go there. And the reason why is because if you don't have anybody to like ground you, it's like it just all becomes frustrating and it's just too much. But if you have someone to just kind of take your mind off of it or laugh at it, and there's no witnesses, nobody else here to witness this, 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 these experiences with me, but I vlog them, and they're all very, you know, real experiences. But it's just unbelievable how back to back everything is. And I don't. I, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm not that special, but I'm sure that it's not the majority of people that has this type of weird ass life. I don't know what to do, and I can't start all over. I don't know where I would go. And then on top of that, I still don't want to lose my stuff. My life is so weird right now, but I'm going to try to get back to focus. I'm now sitting in the chair. I didn't check the chair first, but I did push it in, and I'm not comfortable with the side dust being so close to it because I've seen bugs on it. But so again, I'm gonna try to sit and take a breather for like 5 minutes. Gonna put some lotion on my feet because out of the blue, just like I get thirsty, real thirsty out of the blue. My feet get really, 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 really dry out of the blue, like to the point where it's uncomfortably dry. Like it feels like I want to say parchment paper, but parchment paper ain't really dry. I don't know because I think of parchment paper like what you put in the oven. But when I touch my feet, they don't feel dry, but they feel internally dry. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they're dry from the inside out. The outside doesn't feel dry. The outside feels like normal, soft feet, you know. And that bunion thing or whatever happened, that blister bubble went away, and it's not like any kind of weird kind of hard or anything like that. But my feet are soft to the touch from the outside touching in, but when I'm sitting here, it feels parched from the inside out, like when you're extremely thirsty. That's how my feet feel. But anyways, I'm gonna sit here for 5 minutes, take a breath, be quiet, realign myself, put some lotion on my feet and my arms, and then we're gonna try again. So And again, if you have any feedback on this, please give me the feedback. Don't internalize it, take it somewhere else. Because I need to know what's going on with me. That's why I'm putting all of this stuff out here like that. I need to know what's going on with me. Other people, you guys may have friends, family experiences where you recognize some of the stuff I'm talking about, and you can say, oh, that's a symptom of this, or this is a symptom of that. Or, you could ask me, let me see what your environment looks like so that I can help you, perhaps get your shit together. Just whatever. I need some help. Okay. I'm telling you that I need some help. I need your input. I need your feedback. Because you guys, unlike me, I don't have family. I don't have friends. I don't have anybody. Right. And so you have people to bounce off of, or if people are just like, oh, that's crazy, and they just pull you out of it. But feel free to ask me questions. Tell me what you believe to be true, or share your experiences. I need to know, because I'm doing this all by myself. Like literally, I do not have any friends, any family. I don't have anybody that's looking that I trust. That's not gonna try to just really fuck me up, mess me up. And I can't use profanity, so I need to stop that. But I need your input. I need you to care. You know and you don't have to permanently care. Just care. Just pick one topic. Like how they have adopt a street, adopt a topic, adopt a situation that you saw for a moment, and give me care on that. Let me know what you think, what you feel, what you've experienced, or if you have questions that'll help you clarify better. Ask the questions. Um, yeah, please do. I'm trying to grow and heal, and it's because we live in a world with others, it's hard to kind of do that by yourself, because you need others' input on it. Because I don't have, how they used to say, it doesn't matter what people think. In a way, it doesn't, but you still, that's applies if you have a family or some background basis of people that can validate or that can, keep you aligned. I don't have that. All I have is the things that I grew up with. And, maybe in the real world, it's really not working like that. And I need your help. So if you can give me input, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.